Hey everyone, welcome to AMP. This is a session where we come together as EXP agents and we share knowledge, we share experiences and whatnot, where we can learn from each other to improve what we're doing. And at the end of the day, either work less hours or make more money, or maybe both. So today our guest is Chris Jansen. For those of you that don't know Chris is an agent first, the licensee of South Australia, the leader of Australia for EXP, a husband, a father, a brother, a fisherman, a YouTuber. He's got it all going on. So Chris, welcome to AMP.
Wow, thanks, Rob. I don't know how I'm going to keep up with that introductory. That's a phenomenal start to the session. Thank you. So kind.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this, mate.
Yeah, so Chris, today we're going to talk, you're going to show us how that we as agents can use RP Proposal. There's a lot of our agents that aren't using it at the moment, but might want to use it as time goes on. So I'm going to turn the session over to you, and then I might just ask some questions along the way.
Beautiful. Thanks, Rob. So today, folks, really what I want to do is step you through how to set up a really nice, engaging digital proposal through your existing subscription with EXP. So it's inclusive, it's no additional cost through RP Data digital proposals. Clinton, the great man, is on this call, always learning, always growing. Actually hosted a session locally some weeks ago around, we looked at the difference of Realtair. So Bory and Mike Lowry looked at the Realtair option that they're plugged into. For those that are considering or looking at Realtair as an option, I'm going to share in the group chat now the recording of that training session so that you can actually have a look at their live demo, because I'm not using that product myself. So I'm just going to put it in the group chat there, Rob, for the viewers that are watching it. There's a link there. If you want the link and you're not on the live recording, let us know. Mike and Bory step through the differences of Realtair. We have an exclusive EXP offering to Realtair at the moment, so they're waiving the $4.99 setup fee. It's $0 setup, but it's $165 per month, including GST. It is a 12-month contract. So if you want to go down the paid option, that is an option. However, I know many of us right now being conscious.
If you're tight like me, you're looking at this RP proposal.
Yeah. And look, there's pros and cons between the two.
Absolutely.
But I went down the route of RP proposals because it's free. It doesn't cost me any extra. Before I jump into how to actually set up an engaging digital proposal, I'm going to share with you my template, what you can do to duplicate and set up the same if you so wish. And then also how you can actually check the analytics of people actually clicking and viewing and heat maps and, all this cool stuff that you can actually see when people actually engage with your proposals. But just a timely reminder, this takes me back to the beginning of my career, Rob. The great man, Lee Woodward, who trained me, my first complete salesperson back in 2009, I reckon it was, is we are not in the game.
You would have been a pup back then, mate.
Yeah, mate. Few less grays and definitely no facial hair back then. But wise words from Lee was always, and it still sticks to me to this day, is we're not in the quoting business. We're in the business of earning business, right? And there's a term that people use, closing. I don't like that term. I like to use the term more so of asking people for their business, more so than closing on somebody. So I want you to be mindful, particularly in this market here in South Australia, where inventory is really tight, right? Asking for the business up front is really pivotal. And a person who's really confident in stepping outside their complacency zone and prepared to get a little bit uncomfortable to ask the difficult questions, to ask someone for their business, I'll tell you right now, the most successful listing and selling agents, that's what they're good at. They're just good at, if you want to call it closing, if you want to call it asking for business, that's all they're incredibly strong at doing at every opportunity when they're in the lounge room. So whilst we're going to talk about proposals today, just think of this as a little chink on your armor belt, but don't use this as something to lean on always. Because if you're going out and doing 10 appraisals and you're sending out 8 proposals and you've got 2 listings, that's telling me your conversion of asking for the business is a little bit weak, right? Soft. So use this as a last resort. I'd almost encourage, Rob, like, I find a lot of digital proposals I send out, it's about people that are very analytical and it's all about the numbers. They're shopping you against 3 or 4 other agents. It's super competitive, highest price, lowest fee. Mainly developers might use it as well, investors, but just be tracking your numbers. If you're sending out more proposals than listing authorities you're holding and asking for the business on the evening of when you're presenting to the vendor, look at that conversion rate. And just as a few little tips around some dialogue when you're in a lounge room that I use as a lead in to asking for the business, can be as simple as this. Hey, Rob, are you happy with the marketing options we've discussed tonight? Do you have any questions about that? No, I'm happy. So you're just getting little consensual yeses. Fantastic. And the sale method, we discussed the best offer buy campaign, no price, 2 weeks with a closing date. Are you still comfortable with that? Fabulous. And the investment in me, are you happy with what I've put forward with the fixed commission rate option with the 10% bonus structure? If I get you above that lovely dream price, that really makes you a super powerful referral and advocate of my business into the future. Are you happy with that still? Excellent. So Rob, what is it I need to do from this point forward to earn your business?
Get the paperwork out.
That's one closing or asking of business you could do. The next one that I often do is I say, fantastic. If you Rob, if you're happy with everything, all I need is just to put the formal proposal together here and now. Could I ask for your driver's license, please? Right. I had one the other night though, Rob. This is a common one. I need some time to think about it. No probs, Rob. What I often find is many clients who have been in a similar position to yourself, are digesting a lot of information tonight. Now that I'm here, it's best to ask any questions or any doubt that you might have that we've gone through. Is there anything that I need to go over and recover off with you now to answer those questions and provide clarity so you can make a really confident decision? Okay. Now, the other night, this client said this a few times. No, we just need a few. I will always bite at business at least 2 to 3 times before I walk out and go, I don't want to get them offside entirely, right? The other night, literally, I said, no probs, Rob. I appreciate you need some time to think about it. Look, what I'm going to do is I've got some calls I've got to get through. I'll step outside for 10 minutes. You guys have a chat among each other. Just come and tap me on the shoulder when you're ready. And literally, I got up out of my chair and stood up. So they were already expecting me to walk out the front, start making calls. So depending on how many ways you want to tackle it, all I'm encouraging here before going down the soft route of just doing proposals, because we aren't quotas for business. We are there to ask for business. The strength of a negotiator, good sign of a good negotiator, is somebody who's prepared to ask the difficult questions and ask for the business, okay? Use this as a little chink on your armor. All right, so now I'm going to jump into the RP proposal itself. So, Rob, I'm just going to share my screen.
You will once I give you permission. Hold on.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
All right. Cool. Can you see RP data there, folks?
Sure can.
Lovely. So on the left-hand side, you'll see there's RP proposals. Okay, so firstly, click onto that. It'll open up a fresh screen. Let's close some stuff off. School holidays, you see, everyone's taking the bandwidth. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to firstly show you what my digital proposal looks like. The work is really in just setting it up. If you put 30 minutes aside, once you set it up, you can then just duplicate each time and change who it's to and what the property it's in relation to. So I just want to show you.
Yeah, okay. When you ask that, or when you show us there, Chris, I was just going to say, what are you setting up? Is it logos and colors and that kind of stuff?
No, it's pretty much just the context and the content that you want in your proposal. So all this black and white coloring, EXP, realty badging, all of that's already in there. It's mainly the text, the introductory. Down here, like just small things I'm going to show you today is you can copy my wording if you wish to, folks. If you want a copy of any of this, just DM me and I can forward you to the digital link for this proposal. I had a few people ask me, how did you link your digital business card? So if the consumer clicks on that, it'll take them to my digital business card as well, automatically. So they've got all my contact information. So I'm going to show you that today. It's really cool how you can hyperlink. You can drop in video content as well, depending on what video content you have available. Here, we shared this. This is a generic video that you can actually all use as well, where I talk as the country leader, not as myself, as to 5 reasons why an EXP Realty agent should be on your list when it's time to coming to sell. So there's a bit of a reasoning, 5 reasons why. In here, I'm going to show you where we just set up some slides around what I've put in here around my personal approach, happy sold smiles and testimonials, and the entire team that's working for you. I'm going to show you how you can actually customize it to be a human, not just a robot behind the proposal. All right. Then it's obviously going to start pulling some information through RP data itself. It'll pull through the suburb statistics automatically for you. It'll look at local activity, some characteristics about that suburb. This you don't have to worry about. The marketing stuff, this is where you can put in your pre-templated marketing package if you so wish. And then in here, I've dropped in here some example templates so they can actually click on and have a look at the brochure and see what that looks like, or what the for sale signboard looks like, what our professional images look like, powerful video content that showcases your home on a local, national, and global stage. So if they click that, it takes them to the video tour of the home. This, again, is all images I've just created in Canva, but then I've hyperlinked it in RP Data Proposal. Authentic live on location property content. So if they click that, again, it's going to link them back to my socials. It's going to show them.
Are you hosting those bits and pieces in Canva?
No. Literally, I've just created the image. So that image is just Canva image.
Yes.
And then I'll show you in how you can link that to a video back in the proposal before you send the proposal. Got it. Just shows you some of our realestate.com promotion. And then, when we talk about HomePass, that's just an image of HomePass I've put in there because we talk a bit about HomePass. But the main thing is it allows them to click and start seeing engagement. That's really what you want in a proposal. Yeah, it's not just about the numbers. It's, well, how do they engage in me to see my points of differences if I haven't earned the business on that evening, maybe because I haven't demonstrated the value proposition. It'll talk about the suburb demographics. In here, you can manually update this, which I'll show you, which is like the first 30-day campaign of the property coming to market, the activities that will be happening. This is really good. Method of sale. So it outlines the method of sales, and then you can stipulate clearly in here your recommendations as to the method of sale, and then your reasonings why. Then it will pull the comparable sales of recent sales automatically from CoreLogic for you. Obviously, you can update this criteria a little bit, which I'll show you in a moment. It'll show what's for sale at the moment as well. And then you can start entering in here your estimated price range, that marketing investment plan, showing everything, the team that's working for you, which I'll show you a little bit. And then obviously you can pull in your reviews and then next steps. So it's got the summary of the estimated range, the commission structure, and then the thank you message that they can accept the proposal. So that's what mine looks like, folks. So that's the finished product. How do we get it to that point? Let's have a look now. All right. So we're going to go left-hand side. We're going to go create a proposal. We're going to select a template. We're going to say it's a sales proposal. Theme, I've never tried any others. Feel free to. I've always left it as standard, right? All right. Put in the address. In here, it's already tagged me as the agent because I've already created a proposal. If this is blank, just make sure you look yourself up and add yourself in accordingly. I don't know if it will help me find, it allows you to find other agents. All right, so just add yourself in. Here, we're going to enter in the vendor details. You can add multiple vendors if you wish. So you can see I'm at there. If you want to add in a secondary, you can just add in again, okay? Add in 2 vendors. We're going to go next. Oh, of course. Always technology, our friend, hey, when we're doing a live demo.
Yeah, this doesn't happen in real life. This is just for the training purposes.
Yeah. Right, we've lost that altogether. We're going to do that again. So proposal, standard. Let's just do, maybe it was the address.
Yeah, maybe it didn't like the fact that it was a made-up address.
That's probably why, mate.
CoreLogic only works with real property.
Yeah, smart little bugger. It's like, you're not real. You.
That's it. Bounce.
Cool. All right, next. So here's your welcome message. So this is just a text body. So you can, grab the, look, all I did, folks, literally, if you don't like what's in there, copy that, chuck it into ChatGPT, paste it and say, describe this text more to be about me, how I'm personable, approachable, I pride myself on service, communication, whatever. And ChatGPT will rejig the text to write it more about you. So that's all I did when I put my proposal text in there. Now in here, if you want to add in links, so let's say we're putting in my contact information. Right. If you have a Blink digital business card set up like I do, that can be SMS'd. Digital business card, highlight it. Up here, there's a link. Click that link, drop your URL in, bang. Once it's hyperlinked, that will now link. If they click on it, will take them to that digital business card of mine. So if they want to follow me on socials, whatever it might be. Here, if you want to change your image, it's very simple. Just click edit image. Of course, it's going to change me back to my profile, but it's going to pull your image from your profile, okay? So just be mindful of that. Now, hopefully this takes me back. Beautiful. So whatever your profile picture is set up in RP data, CoreLogic, that's what's going to pull through. Down here, you can add your social widgets as well. So, I'll show you where that is in a moment, but if they click on that, it takes them to my social channels accordingly. Again, that's set up in your profile settings. So when you go and update your profile, you'll see in there is where you put your mobile, your email, your Facebook, your Instagram link, all of that, which we'll get to at the end of the proposal itself. The proposal, you can put in some, whatever your differences are. So if you recall, mine was, let me just bring up the proposal. Mine.
For those that aren't aware, Chris has about 17 screens he's looking at the moment. So if he looks lost, he's like, which screen is that on?
I'm just going to reference my proposal so we can compare. So in here, you can see I've got the video link, right? Yep. So if you wanted to use the same video or your own video reasons why, in here, you can update your heading. You can change the size of your text to suit accordingly, whatever it might be.
So what I'm picking up is, because I haven't looked at this at all yet, this is very, very customizable to yep. whatever your needs are. I love it.
100%. So in here, you can upload images. So you can see that I uploaded the video and then these images here, which I'll show you in a moment. But mainly if you want to link a video, you can go to that YouTube icon there. And let's say youtube.com. You've got a pre-recorded video of yourself. I would always encourage to record one of yourself because that's the video they see of you folks. But if you want to use a generic 5 reasons why, I've got one that's set up because it just talks about why EXP. It's not just about me, it's generic. You can copy that, go back into your proposal, grab that link, put that video, and then bang, it's already embedded that video there, okay? So you can see it's very simple. Any video I want to put in there, if I want to put Tony the Good Man in there, copy that YouTube link, go back in here, add it. It will embed that video and you can change your heading to suit accordingly. All righty. Oh, let's not play that. Here you can center align your text, you can change the alignment, you can change your text color, just basic, but your edit fields are at the top here essentially. If you want to check anything, if you want to take anything out in the RP proposal, you'll see there's the little I symbol there. That will actually exclude that from your proposal if you don't want that section in there. There's no limitations. You can see here, I've got 2 videos in here. There's no limitations, however many videos you want to put in there, whether it's 1, 2, 3 or more, you can put as many as you like. In here on my proposal page, you can see that I've got that sliding imagery of, you know, a little bit of sold smiles that they can see, the team that's working for us, for them, and a more personable approach. That's where we're updating that here. So if you click onto this and go into edit, you can see I've already re-uploaded my images. But again, these are just Canva tile images created with YouTube thumbnail size in Canva. But you can go choose an image. Let's say we'll bring up AMP today. Sell with Chris and Rob. Test. Right. So we're going to select that one. And we're going to see how I put it up the top here. So now it's got an order of 1 and 2. So if you want that one to be first, you can slide them. You can change them around. Okay. If you want to add the team up there, we can add the team up there. If we want to add some sold smiles, we can add some. You're essentially building a carousel, and you can change the order of the carousel anytime you like. And if you want to edit it, in here is where you edit the heading and the core text body that's attached to that image. Okay. But if we go save, you'll see now we've got the carousel. Sell with Rob and Chris and Rob was the text. In here, a more personal approach is the heading, and then the text body you can put in there, same as the entire team that's working for you, and the text body associated with that. Any questions so far, Rob?
No, you're doing a great job, mate. It's good.
This is a generic image. So again, I just created one in Canva about my family. So we treat the sale of your home as if it were the sale of our own home. It's our family's affair, helping local families achieve their property dreams, right? It's literally just something that I created in Canva. Where is it? There it is. So you can add an image. Family test. Family business. We're going to add that one.
So a lot of the challenge with agents is going to be just working out what they want specifically in their own setup.
Yep. I'd say take a good hour, guys and girls. That's what I did to get it set up properly. But once you're set up, you've got the template forever now. Obviously here it's going to start targeting the property itself. So you can leave this text body, or you can edit yourself, or you can take it out. Okay. It's got the property itself. You can edit that too if you want to add more images or different images through CoreLogic, but it's generally going to pull the front shot or whatever the first image is in CoreLogic. It'll show the internal aesthetics of the home, obviously. Then it will start talking about the suburb specifics. So this is automatically pulling through. You don't need to worry about this. Medium values, medium rent, medium days on market. The sales activity, the suburb characteristics, household income, property type, all of that. In here is where you can change the marketing to suit. So my marketing, I just created a text body that included all the marketing package option that I sell with in there. And in here, this is where you can update the images. So if you want to you say you want to add a professional image option. Got to be less than 5 meg. Key catch. Let's use this one, for example. You can enter YouTube links here as well, which I'll get to in a moment. That's right.
So if an agent wanted to sit down and draft a video that talks about marketing and the different elements and all that, they could link that into there as well.
100%, 100%, yep. So this is where you can select the uploaded video. Let's just get rid of all this photo. We'll remove these. So that's a photo I've just added. Let's say I've created something in Home Pass, an image there. We want to talk about that. There's a realestate.com AU screenshot I've taken of our premier listing. That's the Authentic Live. I'm just going to use these images, Rob, to save time here. These are the ones that I created as Canva tiles. So
yeah, that's all good.
If we go into Canva, it's literally a tile that I've created.
Your Canva looks as organized as mine.
Yeah, mate, dog's breakfast. Like homework.
Yeah, that's it.
You can upload a floor plan. So these things are just literally a JPEG or a PNG file, right? That you can use. In here, I've obviously got a JPEG file of the floor of the brochure as well. So I can upload that all in there, and that's embedded those there now.
And for those that aren't aware, if you use the JPEGs, your proposal will work faster.
Yes, yeah, JPEGs smaller sizing than PNG. But now this is the section I've built out that we're now building out in the marketing section. So as I said here, let's say Authentic Live on Location property content, right? I want to edit that. And this is, see here, it's got my Facebook Live video. So this is where I've just literally gone onto my Facebook page. I've grabbed the link. I've closed it down because it's always pinging when I'm doing these sessions. So on my business page, I'm literally going to wherever the live video is and clicking on the 3 dots at the top, which is here. Copy link. Back to the proposal. And that's what I'm putting in here. If you've got a YouTube link of a video property tour, you drop that here. But this is where I'm talking about live content. The YouTube one is this one here. So you can see it's got the YouTube video tour of a property. But the main thing is you got some nice, cool looking digital assets there that the consumer can actually click on and look at your marketing intel as part of your digital proposal. And I'll be honest with you, folks, when you see the reporting analytics soon, you'll see the heat map. There's a lot of time spent by sellers in this portion of the proposal. The 2 heat map areas are this, and of course, the all important down the bottom, investment. Okay, so let's say you've built your marketing plan in there. You've got your digital assets in there. It's going to, again, pull automatically the demographics for that suburb. In here is where you can build your 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week campaign. So you could say here on mine, coming soon pre-release campaign. Whatever your campaign is, you can change the text in here. Okay. Monday. And if you want to change any dates, it'll drop down the calendar and you can change dates to suit accordingly. Let's say on Tuesday. Of course, it's gone to December. On Tuesday, the 5th of December. Okay, what date is it looking at? Let's go July 16, 15. July 16 today. In here, we're putting what's happening on today. So it might be property photography, all of that. This can be a marketing schedule, a sale plan. As you can see on mine, I've built out what I'm doing Monday, coming soon pre-release campaigns, commencement of SMS, phone, email, social, digital, and home pass qualified buyers content underway. Wednesday, property photography, floor plan content, and digital shoot day. Now, this might not be locked in. It's just a proposal of the ideal week that you're working towards if you've got the listing. Full property marketing proof sent to you for review, input, and approval. When we go live on the portals, first open inspections, weekend follow on from open inspection, etc., etc. Main thing is you can build as much in here as you like.
It shows you've got a plan.
Yes.
Where a lot of agents, when they come, they don't actually have a plan.
Yeah. And you know what was really good, guys? I got one. My first one actually came from a proposal last week because, again, my proposal used to be the sales authority in writing, right? Again, that's what Lee Woodward trained me from 2009 is, well, if you want my quote, I'm going to give you a full authority in writing, and that is my quote. And if you're happy, you just execute it, and we're going forward together as a team. But this one here, what helped me get the business, it was a tenanted property. So I mapped out for 30 days what was happening. And what I re-emphasize is not only could the landlord see that, but they were very, I guess, appreciative that there was a 30-day planned out that included the tenant and their involvement as well. So it actually helped me get the business because it was a competitive listing, and their feedback was that helped the decision because I was the only one that talked about involving the tenant before day one. The others were just like signboard goes up on realestate.com and that's it. So the plan formulated involved the landlord as much as it did the tenant. So once you've got your scheduled plan outlined, then it automatically drops in here the methods of sale. Again, any text body, folks, you can change, update to suit, bold, italic, underline. Again, you can link in YouTube videos. So maybe if you've done YouTube videos on the different sales methods, auctions, private treaty, expression of interest, whatever it might be, you can actually drop your sale method videos in here as well as an explanation between the sales methods. If you don't have video content, you can use the existing text as I pretty much did. I didn't really tweak this too much because it is relevant to our industry. This is an Australian product, so it talks Australian terminology with our industry. You can change the images as well. So if you want to put a nicer looking auction image, whatever it might be, you can change all the imagery in your proposal. Here's where you can add your recommendation. So for the interest of time, you can see here, I've put in my recommendations. Again, everything is linkable to a video if you want as well. Property value. So now we're coming down to the recent comparable sales. In here, you can start to do your RP data search. So if you want to look at a radius of 1 kilometer, if you only want to look at houses, if you want to look at the last 12 months, I'm going to say 6. I'm going to look at a minimum of 4 bedrooms, which is this home. I'm going to look at minimum 2 bathrooms, which is comparable to this home. Car, price, you can customize all of that, but let's just go off those property attributes. It's found 32 results. So in here, I can select all of them, or I could just choose to put in, a dozen hypothetically. And it's going to drop in those recent sold properties in that same suburb within the last 6 months. That are 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 living areas. We're going to save that. So it's got that there as a list view, and then they can look at it as a map view, which is really cool because it pinpoints the location and they can look at it. This actually gets a bit of heat and attention from vendors because they obviously will look at the map and go, right, how close is that one to my home? Where's the nearest sale? Cool. Then you've got the comparable listings for sale. Again, interchangeable. You can change the text to suit whatever you want, but in the interest of time, we're just going to leave it. Now we're going to select what's on the market. So again, radius, house, bedrooms, bathrooms, all of that, you can change to suit. You can put in minimum price, maximum price. So that might be if you know your vendor's after a certain range. Let's look at those properties and drop them in there. And what are we competing against if we're coming to market against those homes? But essentially, you're just highlighting those listings as we did the recent sold results as well. Add selected properties. Save. And there's the current listings on the market right now with that map view as well. Estimated sales range. So again, in my proposal, you can change the text body. And then you can put your range in here. Bang. Marketing investment, that you can obviously change accordingly as per your marketing plan up above. So up above was more so them clicking, engaging and seeing the actual marketing more so. Here's the outline of the marketing schedule and the investment for that. Again, you can change this all to suit very easily. Here you can set up packages. So if you're somebody who has bronze, silver, gold package, you can set up different tabs for that as well. For me, I don't have that. I just have one package. The only change is the realestate.com cost per, depending on postcode, suburb really is it. I sell one package for all, but you can set up packages. Again, if you don't do packages like I don't, you can exclude that from your proposal. So it'll block that out. Your sales team. So this is where it talks about myself. It pulls through this information from your RP data proposal. And here's where we can add in photos of any team that we collaborate with. So as you guys know, I collaborate with a number of chaps here in SA, but you can also add the wonderful corporate team, myself, Rob, Tony on this call included, as part of your team behind the scenes supporting your clients. So in here, you can see I've got the front of house gentlemen that help me with my properties and sales. But then I talk about Shirley, our finance accounts manager, operations manager, contractor settlement manager, trust account manager, all of that stuff. So you're not looking just like a little lone wolf like Chris is often when he's going into listings, right? There's a whole team behind the scenes powering you. So you can add all of that in there and you can customize that. Here's where you can link in your testimonials. So for me, I've put in the heading here from your neighbors, our happy raving fans. So we're going to change that. Don't take it from us, hear it from them. Now in here, you have to manually add the testimonial. So what I did is I've got Google reviews. So I just simply copied and pasted those reviews into here and then put in a headline as well.
But if an agent has rate my agents or whatever, they can take the text and add that in manually.
Yeah, this is the only thing, and possibly Realtech might pull this automatically through an XML feed. I don't know, but here with RP, you've got to manually put the.
I think that's okay though, because you get to select which ones you've got.
Yeah, you put the client name in, the review date, all of that. If you're using Google's Rate My Agent or rea.com.au for reviews, it's going to have all this credential anyway. And you can just upload if you wish. I mean, I would always encourage, if you can, put up a nice sold picture of the client, as I've done in my reviews, because it's their story, not yours. Or if it's you with a photo with them in front of the signboard celebrating the sold, great, put that in there. Worst case, just put the property image in there that it was sold for.
Yeah.
So once we add that, where did it go? I'm going to select it. So there's the review there with the image. Next steps. So this is where you've got in your advertised price range, your commission structure. So I'll just use this one as a live example. So you can change the commission structure to suit. In this one, I've gone a performance sliding scale. So again, if you click edit in the commission structure here, set your commission structure, you can put it to suit. So including GST, you can put in a percentage or you can put in other. Bang. And if they wish to proceed. So if you go publish, here it is, all here ready to go. And then all I do is, there's that great man. We'll get the business because of him. We'll get this one, Tony. I can feel in my bones. You can see it's all here, right? Ready to go.
Yeah.
So now if you want to share that, I would SMS it, is my best recommendation to you, right? So you can email it. What I've done here on an email, I've just created a signature in Outlook that is RP Digital Proposal email. So in here, I'd be saying, hi, Rob. I want to extend my gratitude for the opportunity to provide an in-depth proposal on the potential sale of your property. It's a real honor to be considered for such an important task, and I truly appreciate the trust you have placed in us. The biggest mistake a seller can make is putting the right buyer in front of the wrong agent. It's funny because that relates back to my 5 reasons why EXP Realty video. When it comes to selling a family home or investment property, the most crucial factor influencing both the emotional and financial outcome is your choice of agent to represent you in the market. Thank you once again. Please don't hesitate to contact me. Bang, 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 blah, blah, blah. Right, proposal. So in here is where I'd grab the proposal link. I can copy it, and I can send it to Rob Davis. Proposal. You get my gist, right?
Yep.
That's sending it via email. I would always SMS it though. I SMS it because it gets 100% open rate. Okay. Any questions on that proposal preparation? Feedback?
I'd like to know how you SMS it, Chris.
Yep, I'll show you right now.
You still
you might
just
have
you're sending the link, yeah?
Yep.
So do you email it to yourself?
I'm just going to come in on this link into the training, mate. So you might have to accept me in.
Yep.
Where are we? Did anyone have any questions about the proposal itself? I must have done a good job today, Rob.
Well, I think so. And I think that from an agent's perspective, they're going, oh, geez, I've got some work to do. That's
I just say that I think it'd be great if you're on two screens as an agent, just have Chris's have this video and keep pausing it and keep doing it yourself on your own template and keep pausing it. And yes, it might take you some time, but I think we've seen gold, and that's what I'll be doing to try and, follow each step. I know it, but
that's a great idea, Tony. That's a great idea.
Do that with all the instructional videos.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And, I'm always just a call away.
Yeah.
I'm always a call away if you want, to help with something. I'll drop my full proposal template in here as a URL link. So if you like, you can copy it, save it, have it somewhere. So if you want to sort of flick back and forth between mine to pinch some ideas, just do that. All right, Rob, I'm just going to come in on my phone here.
Yep.
Now, again, depending on, Apple, Android, let's not get into that debate. Everyone's time's important. I'm Android. I do use an SMS product that is free for Android that allows me to create saved SMS templates. So that's what I do. So you'll see here in a moment. All right. You guys can see my screen?
Absolutely.
So if I go Rob Davis, say you're generally going to have if they're in Agent Box, they'll be synced to your phone, right? Your clients will be synced. So let's say I'm sending this proposal to Rob. I'll go send SMS. In here, this is where this is handset. I've done some sessions on this previously. I think, Rob, quite some time ago in the archives. HANDCENT is the app that I use. It's free. It allows cool things like it puts a automated signature at the bottom of your SMSs. So you'll see in a moment when I send this to Rob. Quick text. Where's it put it, Rob? Okay, that's great. It's not here. All the best with your... All right. Oh, here it is. It is there. Keeping it real live and raw here, Rob.
Well, this is very advanced compared to what I would do. So it's great.
Here it is. It's at the top there.
Yeah.
So, that message that I had in the email body, it's just the same messaging, right? And again, I'll drop that in the chat box here for all of you in a moment, but it just says, hi, Rob. I want to extend my gratitude for the opportunity to provide an in-depth proposal, blah, blah, blah. And then the proposal link, I'm going to drop in, paste it. All right, there you go. So it sent the message to Rob. Rob, that'll be on your phone now. Sorry, mate. So this is the same as the email body text that I just copied, created it as a template. And in here, is when we get down the bottom is the actual proposal link itself.
Yeah, that's come through fine.
This is weird. It was my phone. Then I click on my desktop going, why's that pop up there? It's on the phone. For Hansa, as I said, there's that automatic signature it puts at the bottom of all my SMSs, which always keeps your family on the toes because they're like, we know you're Chris Jansen EXP. Why do you keep putting on the bottom of your messages? It's like, it's an automated signature. But there's a link for the proposal. So if Rob was to click it open on his phone, there it is. So always encourage SMS, folks, because, you know, I truly believe SMS has 100% open rate. And you're going to see how nice it looks on the phone. Video content. There's those widgets that they can slide across. So I'm showing you a live demo on the phone, what it looks like for the consumer's point of view. The family man that Rob introduced me as at the beginning. The property. Attributes, area specific information, activity, all the stuff we've seen before. All the marketing assets that they can click on. Well, I want to see that floor plan.
And the thing I think that's so smart about using the phone is that we know that when people are searching for properties, there's more than 80% of the searches are done on your phone. And so you can only imagine that that statistic is very similar with this kind of information as well.
But you can see, like, this is why I make it very interactive. They click that link, bang. They're now seeing that live video of Chris.
Yeah.
So again, setting up proposals, one thing. We want to make it as engaging as possible. Get down to the bottom. If they accept. And there's the accept button. Commission, marketing, all of that. So yeah, that's what it looks like on the mobile. Now, where's my little Dubalaki to end the screen?
Just a quick one on the mobile app, RP data. When you're in, you can't do proposals. But if you've done proposals and you log out of the app, it'll show you your prepared proposals. So if you're in there looking for it frustrated, you've got to be logged out to see a button that takes you to your prepared proposals if you're on your phone or a tablet.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. That's a great point. I haven't really played too much with the RP app itself. I like doing on desktop. It's quicker and easier, particularly if you've got dual monitors, but that's a good point. Same as reporting. I found reporting is a bit easier to view on the desktop than the app. You can see a lot more. So I'll just show you real quickly what the email looks like. So whenever anybody opens the RP proposal, you'll get an email notification straight away. So I'll just bring it up. RP proposal. Oh, there's a few opening up right now. Here we go. I'll just show you what it looks like. So you'll get a CoreLogic. Can you see CoreLogic there on your screen?
Yep.
You'll get a notification that there's been activity on it. So it just comes into your inbox. And then if you ever want to look at the analytics of a report, again, I like dashboard, desktop, laptop for this reason. It's a bit more easy to view, I find. Ooh, we're really stretching the bandwidth today. Okay. So let's say this one here, you can see it's had 15 views. So I can go into the live link. That's the link of the proposal itself. Just shut some things down here. So that's the live link. But if you want to look at the activity, the top right-hand side, this is where you get the activity report. So in here, we can see when it was open, how long they looked at it, that they're an Apple user, the user ID. Down here, you can see they've looked at it on desktop using Chrome. You can see the session play. So you can see everything they've looked at as a playback recording. Big Brother's always watching. So you can see that live view of what they're seeing. Also, what's pretty cool is you can go into here of the proposal and have a look at the heat map. So you can choose how it's being viewed, if it's desktop, tablet, or phone, or all devices. Let's just select all devices for this example. So you can see where they're clicking. These are little click points. You can change it from clicks to movement, scroll, or attention. And it tells you down the bottom here, the graph. So where they're spending minimum amount of time to maximum amount of time. So I hate to tell you, Chris, but they spent very average little time on you at the top there. Skimmed over the video, a little bit of heat here. So they spent a fair bit of time here. Little time there. Don't care if you're a family man. Let's get down to business. All red, lots of red here. So that this person's looked at the marketing a lot, right? So they obviously, they love marketing. It's important to them. We're back to blue, very little looked over the sales method. And then down the bottom. But yeah, it's really cool. You can have a play with that anyway.
That's really interesting, isn't it? Just seeing the psychology of it.
Yeah. So what I'll do, folks, is I'll share with you the master template of my digital proposals that if any of you would like to replicate, please feel free to do so.
What we'll do for a second as well, Chris, is we'll be coming near the end of this session, but when I hit the end of the record button, if you want to copy these links, I'll keep this channel open for another minute or so after we do that, so you can copy the links.
Thanks, mate. And if anybody's watching the replay and you want the master template link, hit me up.
Come to the session live next time.
Be on the sessions. Be on the sessions. Those that are here thrive, not just survive. So well done to you. But that's it. That's RP Proposals. Thanks for joining me, folks. If there's no other questions.
Wow, that's fantastic. Very good. Very good. All right, guys, thanks for joining us on this session of AMP. As you can see, AMP is designed to share useful, practical tools and strategies that we can use in our business to get more listings, make more sales, and inevitably make more money in a shorter amount of time. So thanks for those that were here live, and for those watching on the replay, hope you have a great week, and we will chat to you later.